you will always love hip-hop. Keep it flowing like a river, so I drip drop. Verses and bars, we eating dinner with the stars. Excuse me while I float away, my brain is on Mars. Cause it's the Big Kidz podcast with Chris Williams. Sit back, relax, like your spliff, we in the building.
Yo, this is Chris Williams, and welcome to the first solo episode of the Big Kidz podcast that I'm doing on camera. This is definitely a rough cut of this, because, again, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm figuring this out as I go, but we're making the next steps, right? Happy belated holiday to everybody. It's 4/21 today, so I just wanted to make sure that you spent some time reflecting during that holiday. Me personally, I know that I have spent that day doing pretty much the same exact thing in one form or another for some time, and I think that I spent yesterday reflecting. You know, I wanted yesterday to be a productive day in one form or another, and I had a conversation with myself, and I decided that it is time to refocus where I'm going with this show. Now, while I do like this every Thursday rant session, absolutely, and at least for the near future, I plan on continuing to do that. But I also want to spend some time chasing things that I'm passionate about. And maybe chasing things that I'm passionate about isn't the right phrasing to use, but I want to explore interests of mine, you know, and I want to do the research. I do miss school. You know, I miss going to school and being forced to learn every single day. You had no choice. You know, you had absolutely no choice. You were going to go to class. You were going to learn something one way or another. Even if you really weren't paying attention, you were going to learn something. So I want to spend some time, and I may take off next week. I'm not exactly... No. I do have episode Tuesday. My boy Scans is coming on next Tuesday, so I'm definitely going to take off next Thursday, and I'm going to spend some time doing research into something. I don't know exactly what I'm going to cover yet, but I want to cover everything, you know. Some weeks I'm very interested in dinosaurs. Other weeks I'm very interested in anime. Other weeks I'm very interested in sports. So once a week I want to take the time to come up with a somewhat script for an episode. I'm not reading the shit line by line. That's not happening. My eyes don't even work that way. I'm looking into the fucking camera right now. It feels weird as hell. And again, this is something that I have to get used to. And this is why this episode is probably going to be on the shorter end. Because I'm just trying to get my feet wet. I'm just trying to get used to the technology. I'm just trying to get everything situated. And I don't want to spend that much time torturing you guys with me learning the process, even though, you know, guys, you've pretty much tortured you for 103 episodes already with the process, but yeah, we're gonna try this now. So I'm gonna start fucking with the video editing stuff. I'm gonna start messing with. That's another thing. I have to watch my mouth, because I'm going to start being on YouTube soon. I can't be on there cursing, you know. I can't. They'll demonetize my shit real quick. It'll defeat the purpose of doing this. If I'm on there cursing and MF and everything, then it's going to be very hard to promote my stuff through YouTube and whatnot. So I have to watch my mouth. But yeah, I'm gonna every week I'm gonna bring you guys a 20 to 30 minute episode, you know, kind of like a TV show, you know, between, I don't know, probably 20-25 minutes a week of something that I researched, and I'm gonna have a somewhat of a script to go along with it, and we're just gonna see how it goes. You know, I miss going to school. I miss researching things like this, and I sit on my fucking iPad and spend absolutely way too much time looking up shit that I'm not even writing down. I'm just looking it up, and all I need to do is write this shit down and structure it. I'm always comparing this to that, doing lists in my head, you know, top 10 lists, 10 of something lists, things like that. So why not edit video, put it together, put a goddamn hat on, so I don't look like a fucking maniac. I got some grays, or I just got some, those grays, those might be some grays. I'm telling you right now, I'm not doing no Just for Men. I'll shave this shit right off. I'll rock the baldy. I rocked the baldy for quite some time. I'll get right back to it. I wonder what the baldy with glasses looks like, though. I don't know what that looks like. I might need to get another pair of glasses. And I got fucking screen. So, again, guys, this is a trial run. You know, this is a trial run. I came on here with some gym clothes on, looking fucking... This shit might even be inside out. Nah. But, yeah, I came on with some gym clothes on. I was just trying to hop on here and get this done because I was wasting absolutely way too much time. I don't want to say wasting it because I was figuring things out, but I'm not trying to record this podcast at 9 o'clock at night. I'm trying to get this shit in and out. And, again, it's not like I haven't tortured you guys with the process for 100 and some episodes up until this point. So I really don't think working with me through my video woes is too much to ask. All right, guys, what are we talking about? See, this is the thing now. Now I really can't mess with my phone. I can't hit pause, or can I? I might be able to hit pause. Wait, I'm gonna try. I wonder how that's gonna go. Again, guys, sorry, figuring it out. Oh, man, did I even write out a script or any notes, any talking points I wanted to talk about this week? I don't think I necessarily put it on paper this week, but I do got some stuff. I want to talk to you guys about scripted episodes. Stranger Things is coming out. I've been crushing Stranger Things this week again for the 6th, 7th time. That's coming out next month, at least part 1. And I guess the episodes are supposed to be like movie length. Like, each episode is supposed to be like movie length, so you know my thoughts on that. That's like you go into a restaurant and they give you too much food and you're like, nah, I don't like this. There's too much on my plate. Like, shut the fuck up, man. Eat it. Keep it moving. So if you haven't caught up on that, I want to say May 27th, the new episodes are coming out. So yeah, let's go back to how I'm going to do podcasts from now on, just to clarify things, because if I don't have it written down in front of me, I do a terrible job of being clear and not repeating myself. So while I do want to do these 20-minute episodes, that is not what this podcast is going to be. That's just going to be a subsection of this podcast. So I got to come up with some sort of title, because I just want to do a spotlight on different things, whether it's a NFL player that we forgot about, whether it's a cartoon show that we forgot about, things along those lines. I'm definitely biting off of like Clayton on YouTube, like I don't want to say Video Game Donkey because I'm doing something kind of different. He's a unicorn. He does his own thing. But who else? Like Soft Drink TV, I've played him on here a couple times. I want to do things like that. You know, and again, when it comes to getting on here and not being scripted, I think, I'm not saying I'm the best at it, but I'm saying I'm definitely like just as good as the average motherfuckers, the average dudes on here getting getting 50,000, 100,000 views. You know, I think I'm right there with them. Maybe I do need to sharpen it up a little bit, but a lot of these people have been doing this for years. And off the cuff, quick reactions to topics. I think I call it right down the middle. I think I'm fair about it. And I don't think that I don't think the vast majority is better than me. Don't. Do I need to keep doing this and keep getting better and never be complacent with it? Absolutely. Absolutely. But I've also learned doing this and doing it in my own way a little bit, and that's with very minimal social media and promotion and this and that, is nobody is going to do it for you. You know, and a lot of times most people aren't even going to give you the information. Now, me personally, I like to get a little information thrown my way. You know, I want, you know, point me over there. Yo, go check it. Yo, just go look over in that area over there. Don't even got to tell me. Don't even have to let me know where exactly to look, but just point me in the right direction. Yo, go check over there. It's the answer's over there somewhere. Because personally, me, I don't care if I don't even like you. If I know the information and you come ask me, I'll let you know. I'll let you know. Because when I do see what you do with the information, if it's something good, I get to be like, yo, motherfucker, I put you on. You know, I get to, me personally, I get to be like, yeah, I put you on. So when it comes to that, I don't really understand why people are acting like if they give you this information, that you being aware of it is going to mess up what they have going on. I don't really get that. I don't understand that. Because you're sharing it with somebody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking fucking I'm not talking insider trading here. Okay? I am talking, yo, this deal's going on. Boom. Yo, have you looked into, yo, the interest rate on this is, have you looked into it? Nobody's telling you nothing. Nobody's telling you nothing. You got to figure this out on your own. I had to spend some time just trial and error. That's what it was. This whole thing is trial and error. And I'm fine with that because I've come to terms with that's how things are done. But how the hell did it take me so long to get on here like this? Now again, I gotta do things. I gotta fix my background. I gotta make sure my hair ain't all fucked up like it's looking right now. I'm looking right now like I got no home training. I'm looking right now, like I need Jesus, or I might have been hanging out with him back in the day. But anyway, there's things that I definitely need to do. Because at the end of the day, if you don't do them, nobody else is going to do them. At the end of the day, if you don't ask the questions, you might not even be able to get the beat around the bush that everyone likes to give, and the whole non-answers that people like to give, and to make you feel like they actually did something when they didn't tell you shit. You might not even be able to get that far, because even when you get that far where people are beating around the bush and trying to give you non-answers, you still may be able to get a little bit from that. But you never know unless you ask the questions. You never know unless you try. So again, we're going to try this. We're going to fully commit to this. I am going to make sure that I have these videos up. I gotta think of creative ways to get special content or early access to certain types of content, so I could start a Patreon thing, and I feel good asking people for money, and I don't feel like I'm taking advantage of anybody, you know. And even when it comes to that, everything that I ever get gifted to me goes to the show. You know what I'm saying? This whole entire time, I'll be very transparent with you guys if I get to the point where I'm getting enough money where it means anything. And when I say that, that means like, am I getting enough money to get a new laptop? Am I getting enough money to get new recording equipment? Am I getting enough money to pay for certain guests to even come on? You know, because listen, man, it's cool when people do things out of the kindness out of the kindness of their heart. But you know, sometimes you gotta grease some palms. It's people want money. People want money for their hour. You know, so these are all things that would come with a potential Patreon type of situation. And again, maybe there's early access to those types of interviews. Maybe there's early access to the video content that I'm planning on putting out versus just the podcast itself. I'm gonna figure it out, guys. I'm thinking about it. Spring is here. Summer's about to be here. I'm completely motivated, and I need to get this done. Because I don't really want to spend my life behind a desk pushing papers that ain't papers that are mine. It's someone else's papers. I don't want to do that. I really don't want to do that. And I'm a very minimalist. Very much a minimalist. I don't need that much. So if I can find a way just to get my little piece of this pie, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. I'll be taking my once, I don't want to even say yearly because I don't think, maybe once bi-yearly vacation. It's every other year, take a little vacay. But we're working towards it, man. We're working towards it. I'm going to turn my man cave into a studio type situation. We're going to move some things around. We're going to get rid of some things that don't really need to be down here. And we're going to make it look fucking cool because I see that a lot of these YouTubers, a lot of these people who are putting out content have a cool background. It brings people in. It makes people want to watch. And I have an awful lot of cool shit that is just not, visible because of the way that I got things set up right now. So I'm going to pull all my nerd shit out and pull it all out. We're going to get right. Maybe put up a couple shelves, maybe a bookcase or two. Maybe get a cool fucking chair or love seat down here. We're going to figure out where exactly we're going to put this camera. This shit is dead in my face right now. And I'm fucking all over the place. I'm looking at this screen. I'm looking at the camera. I'm looking at this fucking screen. But yeah, we're going to get there. We are going to get there, guys. And I can't thank you guys enough. I'm not going to say we are where I wanted to be at this point, but I wouldn't be even to this point if it wasn't for the people that tune into this podcast, for the guests that have come on to this podcast. And honestly, I don't think that I thank you guys enough. I don't think I thank the constant listeners, the guests that come on, even if I'm talking to you guys in a broader lens. I just thank you. If just having you guys on here and just having you guys tune in every week is what's motivating me to do this. To come out of my comfort zone, to give you guys things that you guys have been asking me for 6 months, a year. When are you going to start putting up YouTube clips? When are you going to start doing this? When are you going to start doing that? And again, guys, I'm stubborn like a fucking mule. There we go again. I swear I've been doing good. But I've been stubborn like a mule. But I come around. I do come around. Just, I do it at my own pace. Because why not? It's my goddamn life, right? I'll do it at my pace when I feel comfortable doing it. But I'm coming around. I'm trying. I'm even doing this right now. I'm starting to feel a little more comfortable with the camera in my face. So I think most importantly, it's me getting familiar with the technology, me getting familiar with the whole process of click here, drag here, drop here, this shit like that. But hey, guys, as long as you keep tuning in, as long as I get one of you guys to tune in, I'm here. Now, there is a couple things that I want to talk about because we're at 20 minutes. And again, I'm making this is going to be quick. I did want to talk to you guys about that show, The Ultimatum. I think I'm going to watch that this week just to comment on it next week, because I'm not even gonna go down that road with you guys right now. We'll talk about that next week. But I did want to talk to you guys about my boy Deebo Samuel, and this is along the lines of something that I may want to do a larger, more concentrated video on. But I wanted to talk to you guys about Deebo because apparently Deebo is asking to be traded from the 49ers. And again, I think a lot of these reports, they're thrown out there so somebody could be the first one to report on something. And it's a lot of lazy reporting by Twitter. But Deebo apparently wants to be traded from the 49ers because he doesn't want to be used in the same type of hybrid role that he was used last year. Now, I don't think that his agent is really relaying to him and being a reliable source or being a reliable fucking agent. Never slipped again. I'm gonna call myself on it every time because I need to. Because I got to get better at it. But I don't think he's doing his job as an agent, allowing Deebo to request that trade because he doesn't want to be used in a hybrid role. Now, Deebo is a phenomenal, or at least had a phenomenal season in the NFL this past year at the receiver position. But what made him so valuable is the fact that he was coming out of the backfield catching passes. He was running the ball. He had more rushing touchdowns than he had receiving touchdowns. Now, if you are going to say, no, I'm not going to do that anymore, by all means, whatever. But you're taking away from what makes you such a weapon. People have to account for, not many people have done this in the NFL because they're not capable of doing this in the NFL. Percy Harvin in recent history, dude was good because he was touching the ball all over the field. Now, every game you might not have a 8-catch, 120-yard game receiving. But if you are going to be a dude that'll take a kickoff here, take some reps in the backfield there, you might be able to have a game where you got 35 rushing yards and 35 receiving yards and a touchdown, and you still did your thing. You're still on pace for a 1,300-yard all-purpose season. You know what I'm saying? So if Deebo is willing or not willing to run the ball, he is very much limiting himself to just being a receiver, which he is, in all honesty, only had one very good season and 3 at receiver. There's been a whole bunch of guys throughout the history of the NFL who have had a season like Deebo has had at receiver. There's not a whole bunch of guys in the NFL history who had a season like Deebo. What do you have? 6 receiving touchdowns, 8 rushing touchdowns. The most times that he touched the ball this year in a game was 14, which was week 16. He touched the ball more than 10 times, only 5 times throughout the year. So I think the role that he played last year, again, he's a grown man. He could speak for himself. But last year, the most he touched the ball was 14 times in a game. How many total touches did he have on the season? He had 140 total touches, one of which was a pass, 3 were special teams touches. So he touched the ball 137 times on offense last year. I think that is the perfect number. That is listen, if you're not ready as an NFL player, as an offensive NFL player to touch the ball 137 times, I don't know if football's for you. Because that sounds to me like that's some good shit right there. That's perfect, especially as a receiver. You can get 80 catches in a season and 50 rushes, a couple special teams touches. You're versatile. You're fucking all pro every year because nobody else does that right now. So I think you getting Tyreek Hill type of money is very, very dependent on you being versatile. No one's giving you a Tyreek Hill contract. Nobody's giving you a Devontae Adams contract based off of one all-pro season. Those dudes we're talking about have multiple of those. You have to be willing to touch that ball 130, 140 times a year. And even you don't even got to do exactly what you did last year. Put up similar numbers. And you're going to be all pro. You're going to be a 49er favorite forever and ever and ever. Now these guys start talking about getting you the ball 300-400 times a year. Yes. They're trying to get the double amount of touches out of you. Yes, complain. But as a receiver, you should be ready to touch the ball 140 times a year. You should be ready to touch the ball 140 times a year. You should want to touch the ball 140 times a year. And I loved what Deebo did, especially down the stretch. Guys, let's go over. I wrote this down. Let's go. His 10 touch games going back to week 10. He had 5 and 5, 5 receptions, 5 carries. 4 and 6, 9 and 5, 3 and 7, 4 and 8. Those sound like great numbers as a receiver, even if you are taking runs out the backfield. That sounds like a nice payday to me too. Get that money, get them touches, get them touchdowns. That's how you get to the Hall of Fame. Listen, with all due respect, Deebo is going to be 27 years old this season. For you to get to the Hall of Fame, you need, from what I've gathered as a receiver, you need at least 7 1,000 receiving yard seasons. And that's just not like 1,000. You know, that's some seasons you had 13, 14, 15. Other ones you had 11, 12 type of, you know. And then you had the 1050 there, here and there. But you need 7. At 26, you have 1. Okay? So that means, like I said, you're going to be 27. So that means for the next 6-7 years, you need that 1,000 yards. Probably more. If you're willing to take these couple touches out the backfield, this 5 to 8 touches out the backfield, you are putting yourself in a way better position to get to 15,000 all-purpose yards, which is pretty much a standard to getting into the NFL Hall of Fame, is 15,000. Just saying, man. Just saying. And again, as long as they're not trying to ride you. You know, even if, like, the first 3 running backs got hurt. I'm like, yo, man, you gotta sign another dude, man. There's these vets that are waiting. These vets that are waiting to come run the ball hard. I'll come and do what I do, but you need a starting running back. I'm not a starting running back. Now, it's different if it's in the game. You know, shit happens in the game. But nah, man, not okay, they got hurt last week. Go sign some running backs, and we going into next week like normal. But come on, Deebo, don't do that. Don't do that, man. Do not limit yourself, man. Don't limit yourself. As long as they're not asking you to touch the ball 200, 300, 400 times, 130, 140 a year. You know, maybe even 150, because not every year you're going to average 18 yards a fucking catch. Said it again. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. Listen, the teams I'm watching this year, I watch Philly when I feel like it, just because I spent 20 years of my life watching them. But again, I told you guys I'm not doing the favorite team thing. I'm doing teams of interest. I'm gonna watch the Commanders because Carson's there, and I want to see how Carson does. And I usually watch the Cowboys because I like to watch Ezekiel play. You know, I've never liked the Cowboys, not for a second, but I've always liked to watch Zeke play. He's good. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, he fell off, this, that, and the third. No, Zeke is good. Zeke is good. It's really not debatable. But yeah, so, and then I always like to find a rookie running back. And then I'll watch his team when I can, flip through. Alright, one thing before I get off here, man. The whole Netflix thing going on right now. Now, I don't know who Netflix thinks they are, but y'all better get it together. Plain and simple, y'all better get it together. Now, you guys are threatening to up my price if I let my father and grandmother use my password. Are you serious? Are you serious? You already upped my price. That should be covered. That shouldn't even be a problem. You upped it already. Now you're talking about upping it again and ads? No, you don't get to do all of that. You do not get to do all of that. HBO's not doing all of that. Hulu's not doing all of that. Maybe you guys should not be pursuing video games. Nobody asked you guys to pursue video games. Nobody asked you guys to put out a new show every day. Stop putting out shows that you know people do not want to see if you're not willing to eat it. Because I'm assuming you're putting out some of these shows as kind of prototypes for other shows to practice certain methods and tactics for other shows. But yo, you guys don't get to just put that on us. I have no problem with an ad. Play the ad. I like the commercials. It gives me time to do things. I like to see new things that are going on, new products that are being sold. I have no problem with the ads. Everything else I have ad. Discovery Plus ad. Hulu ad. HBO ad. I take all of the ones with ads because one, it's cheaper, and I like the ads. I like the commercial. I don't buy half of the stuff, but it gives me time to move around. It gives me time to go grab a drink, take a piss, things along those lines. So if you gotta do ads, I don't got no problem. If you gotta do it before the episode starts, cool. Play us a 30-second ad. Play us 45 seconds worth of ad before the episode starts. I don't got no beef with it. But you're gonna keep my price the same. You ain't gonna do ads and increase it. No. I'm telling you right now, I'm about to downsize to the basic, the $9.99. Because just out of principle. Just off principle about the downsides of that one. Because I don't appreciate how you guys raised it. And now you're talking about raising it again. I'm sorry that your stock price went down. Again, nobody asked you guys to pursue video games. I wanted goddamn Stranger Things. I want you guys to pick up a Spawn project. Call Todd McFarlane, get Spawn popping. That's what I want you to do. I want you to keep putting out these anime shows that I like. That's what I want you to do. I don't got no problem giving you guys $15 a month, but that should be it. My price shouldn't go up for quite some time. Like I said, put in the ads if you need. Put in the commercials if you need. But first of all, make sure the commercial is in the right spot of the goddamn episode, because sometimes y'all be putting the commercial in the most fucked up spot. Mess up the whole watching experience. Make sure it's in a decent spot, okay? And give us the option. Do you want to watch 90 seconds of a commercial now, or do you want us to put it out or sporadically put it out throughout the movie, throughout the show? Give us that option too. And again, I'm sure people are going to complain about everything, but people will get over it. But you can't have it both ways. You cannot have it both ways. Oh, shit. All right, guys. Like I said, I just wanted to get on here today. I wanted to let you guys know where we're at with things. I wanted to let you know where I'm going, how I plan on getting there, and that I would like you guys to come along for the ride. Again, one more time, man, I can't say it enough. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys for pushing me. I appreciate you guys for putting a little bit of pressure on me. Even the guests, just by coming on, they come on here, and if things aren't right, if things aren't how you think they should be, it's embarrassing, and it makes you step up your shit. So sometimes a little shame is what's needed. A little shame will get you to where you need to go. And I keep bringing it up, but that Garrett episode, I did not like that. The Jamar episode was a little better, but I need to be professional with this. I could have my own style. I could be laid back. I could do things how I want to do them, but certain things are not negotiable. There's no bartering with it. You got to do it. And I think that's what I'm learning. It took me a little longer than I would have liked, but I learned it, and here we are now, guys. So again, look forward to next week's episode. My boy Matt Scanlon's coming on. This will be his second time on. He hasn't been on since, I don't know, it's been quite some time. Maybe episode 40 something. If you go to SoundCloud, I do have a full guest playlist on there. Again, guys, we're on Spotify, we're on Apple Podcast. I'm gonna put this up on YouTube, so we're gonna be up on YouTube now. I don't know, guys. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. That's all I could do. All I could do is be consistent and try harder. Put a little more into it. When I'm done with work and I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh man, I don't want to play no fucking video games. I don't want to, what could I be doing right now? I could be learning how to do this. I could be messing with the computer. So I could be editing a YouTube video together. And if everybody else on YouTube can do it, so can I. There's not that many special people out there that I can't do it. So we're going to take the bull by the horns and we're going to do this, guys. But like always, I want you to be safe, be easy, and wash your ass. I'm out of here. Peace.